And I'm back again! Still the same first day, funnily enough. I keep saying that I'm gonna, like, stop and then play again tomorrow, but now I keep wanting to come back. Honestly, I kinda left myself on a cliffhanger, though. In a strange cliffhanger. Not necessarily a plot cliffhanger, but, maybe it's the good plot? I don't know. She does look kinda young, but, you know... Let's see.
こう毎日続けてじゃ
Whoa.
体に毒じゃないのか。
Oh?
みのり、どこか具合が悪いの？
いや、僕は別に。
Yeah, how old is she?
ちゃんと大人の体になってるし、平気なんだけど。でもさやはまだ。
Bruh. You know what? Don't worry, that's enough for me, man. She laughs playfully as she pushes me onto the bed, the familiar sweet sensation of her weight and skin rendering me helpless.
平気なわけないだろう。今まで否定もしてないってのに。
みのりはさ、さやに子供を産ませるの嫌？
She whispers, staring straight into my eyes. Based? It's true. Is she... okay. Is she fully grown, or is she... I don't know. They haven't shed the number of her age. I mean, it's fiction, so I don't really care, but... I always find it funny. I'm just like... You know what? I'm a Blue Archive player. Fuck it, we ball. Hell yeah. Why? Saya seems unsure how to reply, but not because she doesn't understand what I said. Rather, the bemused look on her face makes it seem like I'm the one not getting it. Urishi? Ooh, I know words. She says suddenly, her smile glowing with innocence. By the time I break the spell of her angelic smile, Saya has undone my belt and yeah. She says teasingly. As she finishes, she looks up at me, smiling like she just pulled the greatest prank of her life. True? Yeah? What am I supposed to say to that? Hey, this picture again. Hearing the sudden nervousness in Saya's voice, I hastily stammer. Suddenly distraught, Saya clings to me like a child who's just had her candy stolen. Okay. So Saya really does want to bear my child. I'm not adverse to the idea. I still think it might be too early, of course, but there isn't much point in worrying about my reputation now, assuming that Saya and I will be left alone. I even welcome it. She gazes up at me pleadingly. How can I resist? A man doing the degeneracy speedrun. Saya smiles with relief and burrows contentedly into my chest. Ooh, she purrs softly. With her body draped over mine, I become even more aware of how light and delicate she is. Can this tiny girl and I really live as husband and wife? I feel a pang of self-loathing at the question. How can I still be afraid after all that's happened? Saya's feelings are so earnest. How can I not accept them? That's true. I need to resolve once and for all to rid myself of the useless trappings of morality. It's not really something you should think, sir. Saya and I are all that matters. There's no point in worrying about what others think anymore. Although I suppose I should still talk to Saya's guardian, of course. I need to find Dr. Ogai as soon as possible. By the time I drift to sleep in exhaustion's comforting embrace, all doubts about Saya's actions have vanished from my mind. Whatever the case, all that matters is that she's returned to me. Two o'clock for Suzumi. Actually, how did Suzumi? I think it's Suzumi. I know that sounds pretty similar, but inflection and whatnot. Yosuke, this is the most fulfilling time of the day, which 2 o'clock. After seeing his wife and daughter off, taking care of the morning chores, and eating a leisurely lunch, it was finally time to sit down at his easel. Okay, it's 2 p.m. He just works from home because he paints. He's not a particularly popular painter, and he would only hold an exhibition if he were hurting for money. However, the design work he does on the side ensures that there's always enough to support his lifestyle. Nice. He's gonna die, isn't he? Alongside the salary his wife earns working for a magazine, they're able to pay their mortgage, send their daughter to school, and still have plenty left over. Wow. A life. Yosuke's life is perfect, leisurely, and absent of want. Man, this is a death flag if I've ever seen one. He loves his house, considering it the symbol of his success. When he mows the lawn, polishes the windows and floors, and cleans the kitchen, toilet, and bath, he feels the same joy as he does when washing his own body. Could not be me. I mean, I don't mind. This sounds so bad. Okay, I'll say this. I don't like cleaning. So, because he makes a comparison to washing his own body, I'm gonna say, I don't mind showering. Okay. Man, how do I make it sound like I'm not dirty? I don't like cleaning, but I'm fine with showering. I think most people are like that. Most people don't like cleaning, right? I do have to clean. And, I mean, looking at my desk, you probably won't say that I do. Well, that I do clean, but you know. I do eventually. But I shower regularly. Anyway, just as he knows the length of his fingernails and the time since his last meal, he knows everything about his home's condition, the status of every door, the freshness of every flower, the amount of ice in the ice. Okay, now he's weird. This is his pride, and when he sits in his studio, smelling the turpentine and knowing that each element of his house is in perfect order, he feels the ultimate satisfaction. Okay, at first I was like, man, now he weird. It's not normal behavior. It's not as weird as, say, our main character here, but this is while trying to find the right combination of paints on his palette, he suddenly feels thirsty, but soon remembers there isn't much orange juice left in the refrigerator. Tragedy. I love orange juice. There's always gotta be orange juice, man. Even though, funnily enough, I don't think I have any. I do have apple juice, though. But that is not nearly as good as orange juice. Orange juice is peak. Peak juice. Let me think about it. Of all the fruit juices, I think orange juice is the best. Yeah. You can't... No. Orange juice. Amazing. In fact, it's almost about time to stock up on bath additive and powdered soap. What? You could get everything at the supermarket when he goes to shop for dinner, but it will probably be quite heavy. Cardiff. Imagine walking. What the hell is this? Oh, there we go. Now then, where should I leave off to go shopping? As he ponders this dilemma, he heads downstairs to the kitchen. Just then, a breath of air tickles the back of his neck, bringing him to a halt in the middle of the hallway. Breeze. Possible. Every window in the house is closed. Yosuke shut them in himself during his morning cleaning. Oh no. Is she searching for food? Yosuke enters the living room, searching for the source of the breeze. Oh geez. Something stinks. It's the same pungent smell of fetid swampland that emanates from the Sakisaka household. The window faces the yard next door is open, its curtains billowing loosely in the gentle breeze. There's a hole in the glass next to the lock. It looks strange, like it was melted by some chemical inside instead of broken. Someone must have reached through the hole to unlock the window. Yeah, that's weird. Yosuke stands paralyzed, his heart pounding with anger and fear. He listens carefully, but hears nothing. Perhaps the intruder has already finished his business and left. But a burglar wouldn't have left the room untouched, would he? Maybe he heard Yosuke coming and hid somewhere nearby. Yosuke realizes that his still wet palette knife is in his right hand. That's convenient. He must have forgotten to put it aside before going downstairs. He stares numbly at the knife for a moment, then decides that it's not enough protection. Yeah, but it's better than nothing. Huh? Instead, he grabs the ashtray sitting on top of the table, made of thick, solid glass. It is big and heavy enough to serve as a weapon. I don't actually know how big these knives are. Wait. I'm gonna look one up. So, like, I don't think the ashtray is much better, but let's see what a palette knife looks like. Maybe you can go to the kitchen, get a kitchen knife? Oh, these things! I mean, it depends on the size of one. Like they're the same as like a chisel, really, it looks like. I mean, if he has like a big one, then that could work. I mean, they're not that sharp. But yeah, I don't know how this ashtray looks. Well, problem is it's big and heavy. It's probably not going to be like easy to move around. The home that he had thought of as part of himself now seems utterly alien. Keenly aware of the thumping of his heart, Yosuke looks around the living room and sees little that could be used as a hiding place. The intruder must have gone either to the guest room or through the dining room to the kitchen. The kitchen is close to the stairs. If there had been any movement, Yosuke would have noticed it when he came down, which means that the guest room is the most likely place. He shuffles over to the guest room and prepares to slide it open. But what is that stench? Could the breeze alone carry something so foul? It's as if the odor is coming from inside the room. He readies his ashtray and throws open the door. Perfectly normal. The straw-matted Japanese-style room is empty. There's a closet, but no one could fit in there. So the intruder already left. Yosuke relaxes. The exhaustion of sudden relief coming over him. Then that's when something seizes his ankle. The instant he freezes in shock, his leg is yanked out from under him, sending him crashing to the floor. Stars explode behind his eyes as his head smacks against the door rail. Oof. I've had that happen once before. And I don't understand why people... I guess the seeing stars could be like bright like flash. I never got that though when I hit my head like that. It was mostly like I went to sleep. But I didn't actually pass out. I just kind of sat there in a daze. Mostly like, what? It's like the same feeling you get when you just wake up. Of like, not being spatially aware. The hand, if he can even be called that, wrapped around Yosuke's ankle extends all the way back to beneath the living room sofa. Oh. There are barely 5 centimeters between the sofa and the floor. Whatever is hiding there, it can't possibly be human. Understandably so. Before the screaming Yosuke can regain his footing, countless hand-like appendages seize his arms and legs. Oh! Rendering him helpless. As the hideous voice burbles in his ear, something cold and soft crawls on top of him. Yosuke can't even scream, his terror is so great. Ooh. Thin tube-like appendages penetrates his ears and nose, wriggling deep into his skull. Right before the sensation drives him mad, Yosuke loses consciousness. Ah, he dead. I was right. Death flag. Yeah.
お時間を取っていただいてありがとうございます。
Koji says, his humble bow concealing his surprise at the doctor's youth. Even without her light makeup, she wouldn't look a day over 30. She must be quite talented to be a leading neurosurgeon at such a young age. Oh.
いいのよ。あなたたちみたいな人が来てくれたのは。
Friendly smile has none of the coldness one might expect from her sharp, refined beauty.
はじめまして。崎坂文則くんの主治医の丹保です。
Yeah.
文則の友人で殿浩二と言います。彼女は筑波陽。
Yo gives a quick bow, her expression apologetic. When they arrived at the T University Medical Center, is this Tokyo University? I just realized. Maybe they just didn't want to like name names. And asked to see Fuminori's doctor. Koji and Yo had been prepared for rejection. They hadn't expected the ease with which the request was granted.
崎坂くんの件について話が聞きたいっていうことだけど、それは私の方でも同じでね。
は
彼、一昨日の診察に来てくれなかったのよ。留守電に入れた伝言にも返事がないし。
2 days ago, the same day Fuminori was searching that abandoned house, Koji frowns, wondering what was important enough for him to blow off his appointment.
彼、学校ではどんな様子？
どうもこうも。もうめちゃくちゃです。
Yeah? Seeing Yo's shoulders jerk out of the corner of his eye, Koji regrets not choosing his words more carefully.
事故の前とまるで人が違ったみたいに見えます。
な
僕たちもいろいろとどうしていいかわからなくて、それで今日は先生の話を伺えたらと。
あなたたちも医大生？
She asks out of nowhere.
え、はい。
彼のカルテ見てみたいと思う。
見せてくれるんですか、そんなもの。
Koji replies, incredulous. Dr. Tombo
そう思った
regards.
人がいるみたいなのよ。それも病院には無断でね。
Dr. Tombo regards him silently for a moment, then sighs and says,
一昨日の晩、この病院に誰かが押し入ってね。
Oh
保
jeez.
管庫から崎坂くんのカルテを盗んでいったの。
本当ですか。
She stares hard at the astonished students, then shakes her head with a tired smile.
あなたたちは無関係そうね。ちょっと安心したわ。
当たり前です。
でも犯人は崎坂くんの容体に興味があるか、それとも彼の治療法を消したかったのか。いずれにせよ彼に関わりのある人間としか思えないわ。
はあ。
An ominous thought flashes through Koji's mind. It couldn't have been Fuminori himself, could it? Koji looks at Dr. Tonbo and finds her staring right back at him, her expression grave. He realizes that she must be harboring the same suspicion.
あなたには他に心当たりはない？崎坂くんの知り合いでそういうことをやりかねないような人。
Perhaps Dr. Tombo didn't have anyone in mind when she asked, but Koji's thoughts immediately fly to the eerie house to which Fuminori led him.
知り合いだか何なのか自分にもよくわからないんですが、多分医者か医学関係の人で、
Oh.
門外っていう。
Koji stops speaking as he sees the dramatic change that has come across Dr. Tonbo's expression.
ご存知なんですか。
崎坂くんがその男といつどうやって知り合ったのかわかる？
いえ、こっちが知りたいぐらいです。先生、一体何者なんですか、あの鴎外っていう人は。
After remaining silent for some time, Dr. Tombo loses a heavy sigh.
いいわ。その気になれば簡単に調べがつくことだし。鴎外正彦はうちの大学にいた教授よ。
Okay.
いろいろと不祥事があって 半年以上前に免職になったけど。
不祥事って一体何を？
I actually really want to know.
そこから先は部外者に
Oh,
話すこ
fuck
とじ
you.
ゃないわ。どのみち、咲坂君には何の関係もないことよ。
Koji has no argument with which to answer Dr. Tombo's rejection. However, he can't shake the feeling that this old guy person is the key to unraveling the mystery surrounding Fuminori.
先生、もしかしたら咲坂文則は刑事事件に関わっているかもしれないんです。
He says, making up his mind. At this sudden declaration, both Yo and Dr. Tombo raise their
どうい
eyebrows.
うこと？
彼を訪ねていったっきり行方不明になってしまった人間がいます。もちろん文則は否定しています。
Yummy! That friend was yummy.
それっておみちゃんのこと？
Koji is unable to bear the shock in Yo's voice.
すまん、つくば。君には言えなかった。
Dr. Tombo is frowning, her expression even more serious than
そ
before.
のオーガイという人物が今文則の関心の焦点になっているらしいんです。彼が何者で、文則が彼の何について探っているのか、それが分かれば
Actually true,
事情が
because I don't see the whole picture.
お願いです先生、教えてください。この病院で一体何があったんですか？
Dr. Tombo hesitated for some time, refusing to make eye contact, but she finally shakes her
ご
head.
めんなさい。こればかりは私の一存で話せる事柄じゃないの。
Yeah, it'd be like
先
that.
生、
でも少しだけ待って。私は私なりにいろいろと調べてみる。放っておける状況じゃないのはよく理解できたから。
Yeah,
お願いします。
Koji is out of options. All that's left is to trust this young doctor. It's frustrating him, but a friend's right only goes so far. A friend's rights only go so far,
お
yeah.
互い携帯の番号を交換しておきましょう。何か分かったら連絡するわ。あなたたちも何か新しい
Honestly, most
ことがあったら
reasonable and
すぐに
smart
私に
decision
教え
here.
て。
I just wonder who's at fault for all this. I have a feeling it's the doctor. Because, like, our main character, it could just be a tragedy. I think the doctor is kind of the fault for everything, though.
ええ、わかりました。
Because she doesn't seem bad. The friends obviously aren't. They're just kind of caught up in it. Main character's obviously bad, but that's mostly due to his newfound condition. Ooh, black screen. I need to click. What the? What happened to me? Yosuke's awareness returns slowly as though rising from a bog. Oh, he's alive? He's cold. No, hot. Something itches. Like tepid tongues and cold sludge crawling over his skin. Oh. What the hell's going on? Timidly, he opens his eyes. Wait! Wait, does he see the world like this now too? What? It's everywhere. The thing that attacked him in the living room, it's everywhere. Terror shatters Yosuke's sanity. He throws off the thing lying on top of him, but his wild flailing sends him crashing to the floor. But is it really the floor? The long wriggling fibers of what should be the carpet are winding themselves around his finger. Ugh. The floor is made of worms. He tears his limbs free of the worms and tries to stand, but loses his balance and tumbles to the floor again. The worms immediately swarm over his body. Man, this is not the type of guy that should be experiencing this. Wasn't he just going off about how, like, he enjoys his nice clean life? Where am I? Where did that thing take me? Yusuke crawls across the worm-ridden floor toward the only exit from the pulsating room. When he gets outside, however, all he can do is see blood, or all he can see is blood, bile, and rotten meat. There's no place to run. Huh? Most terrifying of all, this hellish place has the same layout as Yosuke's house. In a half mad daze, he wanders through the nightmarish mockery of his home. In the small room where his studio should be, he finds an easel made of bones displaying a blood-soaked canvas. Like some cruel joke, everything is exactly where it would be in Yosuke's studio. I just realized, yeah, his life's kind of over, because he can't really do his job anymore. In his passion, I should say. Yeah, this is kind of sad when you think about it. Like, now imagine, like, yeah, what can you really do in your life if you can't really perceive things normally? Like, you can't appreciate any art or create any. Like, even music, probably. I wonder how that goes. Yeah. Whoa. Howling, Yosuke lashes out against everything within reach. The easel of bone shatters, driving splinters into his fists. He feels the pain, but does not wake from the nightmare. If this isn't a dream, then what is it? When his strength gives out, Yosuke falls to his knees, sobbing. For the first time in his life, he prays. The sound of the door opening and closing grates on his ears. Oh god, what is he gonna do? Downstairs, the front door? Is someone else here? Yosuke trembles at the blood-curdling sound. It's that thing again. The monster has returned. Don't kill your family, please. That's gonna make me really upset. I'm serious. I'm gonna be mad. Oh no. I just realized, I think this is all just distorted Japanese, but I could never comprehend it before. Because I don't know Japanese well enough to, like, kind of make sense of it. Like I heard like the daima and stuff. Actually, I was only paying attention, but I can kind of understand it. Oh no, what are you gonna do? Yusuke hears the sound of something slimy sloshing its way up the stairs. Even as he cowers in terror, he slides his trembling hand across the floor and grabs onto one of the bones from the broken heel. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, I'm not. The tip of the bone is nice and sharp if he holds it on both hands and puts his weight behind it. He might be able to use it to defend himself. I'm not. No. The monster's growls are getting closer, holding his breath. Yosuke presses his back against the wall next to the door. The pounding of his heart is like thunder in his ears, so loud that he fears the creature might hear it. He knows it will eat him if he finds him again, but it's all he can do to keep from crying. So that's where I'm going to end it for today. Yeah, I'm going to end it here. See you next episode.